The opinions made in this video do not necessarily coincide with that of Imaginary Goddess, or anyone else for that matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey guys, Makuto here from Friend of Imaginary Goddess, going over another video here for you guys about Weiss Schwarz. This time we're going to go ahead and talk about theme decks. I know one of the best things about Weiss Schwarz is that you can make a deck pretty much on your favorite characters. So a couple of theme decks I have is the Mommy deck, the mono yellow. Now that's a pretty popular build, as well as the Silica build. We get that a lot in around where I am, so there's like maybe 3 or 4 people playing with the mono Silica build there with the peanuts there. I also have the Mayoi, the snail girl. I really like her, even though her build is red-yellow. I find it not to be as powerful as some of the monocolor ones, but I still like running it. And also the my Japanese right here from Vivid Dread. I really like this deck. I'd say it's not really just her, because you have to play with her and the alone characters, but I find it's really fun, especially if you can get off the heart-shaped birthmark grade 2 attack, where you pay 2, put into memory, and you can bring out that really strong monster. You have him out, and you have a couple of those heart-shaped birthmarks in memory, then they can get pretty strong, up to like 14 or 15. And I usually never even play the grade 3, which is good, because you attack and you get a shot. Or, once you're on play, she gets a shot, so. And then, of course, there's the, some more of the Madoka cards here, with the Kyoka Sarika and the Sayaka Miki. This thing was my first theme build here. First, when I started it, it was a Sayaka Miki heavy deck, and now I've kind of gone to the Kyoko Sakura heavier build. I just made a little switch there just so I can kind of play around with it a little bit more. I do like the salvage here on play, especially if you've been doing really good with keeping your stock. This is a really good way to, even at level 3, to fill your field really fast. You know, if they did something to get rid of everything, you can just play one of these on the field, salvage, get another one, get salvaged, then get this and heal. Or you can, you could do it and just heal once if you got one of these in there. So, very good. But what we're doing is just going to kind of go over my Sayaka and Kyoko build a little bit. So we'll start with the zeros. I'm running 3 of the Suiciders. If you're running a red build deck, these are always really good. Just kind of, you can kind of do control, because you can side attack on your turn, and then they attack you to kill them and you on their turn. So usually people try to get rid of cards. So if you side attack, then you have that extra kind of damage there. Next I have the assists. Playing 4 of those. Just a nice backup. Just to kind of throw in there and get quick +5. And then 3 of the vanillas. I do play with a couple people that just hate vanillas. They're like, no vanillas in my deck, but I really like the vanillas. They get in there, you can get they don't cost anything, it's just really easy. Also playing 2 of the Brainstorm. I do have these random green cards in because they are search. Tap, pay, search. I use those to get some other cards I have in the deck later. Since there's so much salvage, sometimes you just need to get a card out of the deck that you just don't have yet. So I use those to get them really fast. I use these to get them out. They've helped me a couple times when I was like at level 2 and I needed some strong cards. I can just throw that out, search real quick, and then get rid of them. And of course they also help with deck management. And then I'm playing 1 of Sayaka Fights for Others. I found this to be a really good card. Not for early game, but for late game, especially if you're playing with the grade 2 Kyokos, Highline Kyoko. So you use that and choose like a constant +2, 2000, no matter where this is on the field. So I usually play with one of these in the back, and just a regular assist at +5. So that's very good too. And it has character encore, so if anyone tries to attack it from the front, and this is in the back row, they try to do that, attack the back row, you can still save it fairly easily, keep it on the field. And one of the main parts of this deck is the bond here, because you bond this, and you get one of these out. I'm running 4 of them. So I usually play, when I'm grade 1, this is my back row, and this is my front row. I usually go ahead and just get rid of the assists altogether. I pretty much only use these for grade 0. And I have them in there just for kind of fodder, really. But once I get to grade 1, I switch to these and these. And from here, I can use, let's see, I'm also running this, the Kyoko's Resurrection, which is good, +15 to everyone on your turn. It's not a backup or anything, it's just an event. So I can only use it on my turn, but it's +15 everywhere. So if these are out here and these are out here, they're already like 7/5s. Throw this in here and they can pretty much kill anything up to grade 2 or past grade 2. And then of course I use the free backups to keep them on the field. If anything happens, I can just throw these out real quick for an extra 15. They're already 7/5, so throw that. You know, it's the same as this, but it's on my opponent's team. So I keep those in stock. And for my Kyokos at grade 1, I'm running these. The Wishes for a Miracle. These are good because you can use them to get rid of any pesky characters that someone has on the field. Anywhere, pretty much. So, and that's of course with the Climax combo. It has the Climax has you on the phase, but even though at the end of the turn it does die, I can use that if there's anybody bothering me that I just don't like, any characters, I can just use this to get rid of them, and it pretty much helps me there with that. All right. Then once I get to grade 2, I have the change cards here. I usually, of course, keep one of those on the field with one of these, because the next thing I want to do is pull out 3 of these. And to get these, I actually running 2 of the search, or no, sorry, not search, but salvage. Magical Go Appears. Really nice card for one cost. You can salvage 2 cards and then discard a card from your hand. So that's really good to help you get some more of these out. These come out, they're 2, 8,000, 2 soul. But if you have this on the field, or you only need 1 of these on the field, and they're plus 2k, so they're 10s, pretty much. And then having this here gives, 2 over here, an extra 5. But then this one, of course, will give, since they're 2 assist characters. Or no, just because it's on the field, it gives these 2 an extra 1,000. So these are 11, or 11, 11.5, and what, 10.5? So I always really like that strategy there. And then for my grade 3s, of course, I'm running 3 of these and 2 of these. I really like the 3-2 ratio. It gives me more room for 1s and 2s. I know some people probably run like 4 of something and 2 or something like that, but 3 and 2 I think is fine for level 3. It's almost kind of too late in the game, really, to be having so much of these, because usually you're going to die in like 1 or 2 rounds. But unless you climax really good and your opponent climaxes really good. But having this, I can heal twice. Even though these, once they die, they're gone. They go to memory. But really the mainstay is these, the Kyokos here. Got to keep these on the field. They get really strong really fast. Do their effect, they get stronger, and you can just get rid of characters. So, plus, if you have these, you can search for these. So really, once one dies, you just get it, use this to change back into it, and then it comes back on the field. So it's kind of like a loop. Trying to kind of keep these on the field. And for the climax, of course, I'm playing this for the combo. I'm running 4 of these. I'm only running 4 just because I want to hit that climax combo, make sure everything goes off. 2 gates just to help me get, you know, some of those cards I really need. I don't really need it too much, so that's why I'm only running 2. And then 2 blues. I like the +2 soul. Sometimes you just kind of need that extra damage, especially when you've seen that they've gone through a lot of climaxes, and you don't want them to brainstorm too much and get all that stuff out of there. So, that's pretty much all I have for you on theme decks. I do enjoy playing them. Sometimes they're not as strong as maybe a deck that has a little bit more control, but you know, you just pick your favorite character and just go with it. So thanks for watching, guys.